Hey everybody, I wanted to come on and say hello. I did not post yesterday because it was the 2-year anniversary of my mother's passing. For those of you who've been with the channel for a while, you know that I was on my way to say goodbye, and I got a call from my stepsister saying that if I wanted to say goodbye, I'd have to do it over the phone. So in the middle of Tennessee somewhere, I pulled over to the side of the road and I told my mom goodbye on the phone. You also know that our relationship was a little complicated, as you know, most families are. But today I wanted to tell you the wonderful things about my mom. My mother was beautiful. She had short brown hair and green eyes. And she loved the deaf community. She was a house parent for the Illinois School of the Deaf, and she taught Sunday school. She loved deaf people very, very much. I only remember a little. I remember a little sign language from when I was a kid. I think I was 8. She took a job at the Illinois School for the Deaf, which you find out when you reading my story, so that my brother and I could go to a Christian school. My mom was two people, like different sides of a golden coin. Today I'm going to tell you about the good side. She taught me how to sew, how to cook. Every creative bone in my body came from my mother. She could sew. She was an extraordinary seamstress. And she would encourage me in my art, and when they could afford it, she would buy things for me to do art with. She made the best fudge. I'll tell you the secret for the best fudge ever. On the side of the fluff container, or the I think it's whoever does the marshmallow one. It's another one that does marshmallows. But it tells you to put the fluff and chocolate morsels in before it's over with, like at the beginning of it. Don't do that. Wait till the end, and then you'll have creamy, creamy fudge. And when you're stirring it, don't scrape the sides, because the granulated sugar catches to the outside of the pan. Just stir on the inside, and don't stop stirring. Have somebody make it with you, so that when you're tired of stirring, they'll take over for the stirring. And then have somebody really strong to be able to mix the fluff and the chocolate morsels. Crack fudge. It is the most excellent fudge you have ever tasted in your life. And I know she was a really extraordinary cook, and I didn't realize how much I learned from my mom until I became a mom and I started cooking. And suddenly I remembered how to make homemade egg noodles. And it was my job as a kid to put the cloves of garlic in the roast. And I passed that on to one of my children. She made everything with love and care in the best way she knew how. She knew how to can pickles, the sweet pickles and the dill pickles. She we canned beets, corn, and green beans from our garden, she would eat a tomato like it was an apple. She loved them. Just right out of the garden. Rinse it off with a hose and just eat the tomato. She was tall, maybe 5'8", like I said, and she took very good care of herself. She was an exercise person before it was popular. We're talking in the late 60s, early 70s. My mother was exercising with Jack LaLanne and eating grilled chicken breasts, and she always did her hair. It was always perfect. And she kept a clean house. And she loved us the best she could. She suffered from a severe mental disorder. She was bipolar and manic depressive. And she fought it as best as she could. Her husband passed December 2020. And 7 months later, she passed. Actually, it was a year. A year later, she passed. She was ready to go be home with him. She loved him very much. What the greatest thing my mother did for me, she put me in a Christian school. She took me to church. She introduced me to Jesus. I will be forever grateful for as long as I live that my mother took us to church. So if you're a mom out there, we're all not perfect. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. But the greatest gift you can give your children is to take them to a good Bible-believing church. One that encourages and doesn't judge and hopes for the best in them and helps them find Christian friends and Christian relationships. The world is not easy. It is a very hard place to navigate. But a mom who takes their kids to church, she gives them the tools to navigate life, to learn how to be kind and generous. Today, I encourage you to love your family while you have them with you. Love your mom and dad. Love your brother and sister. Love your aunts and uncles and cousins. Love your spouse. We do not know what tomorrow brings. God says, boast not thyself tomorrow, because you do not know what it brings. Live today. Live with love and passion and kindness. I love you all so very much. Remember to be kind today. Share the love of Christ where you can. And lend hope to people who may not have it. Be the hands and feet of Jesus wherever you can. I love you all so very much. Thank you for celebrating the life of my mother with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. God bless.